Good morning and welcome to PTI. I'm your host, Matias, and I'm here with
Sam Lanier
and Kellan King.
And today, our first topic will be, who is the best first baseman in the MLB?
Well, it has to be Vladdy. He's going to win the Triple Crown this year. He's the best young player in baseball. He's only 22 years old. He's 31 home runs, almost 80 RBIs, and is batting .340. There's no other answer besides Vladdy.
I mean, is he even going to win the Triple Crown? Do you know who's leading the majors in home runs? That's Shohei Ohtani. But he's not a first baseman. The best first baseman in baseball is the reigning National League MVP, Freddie Freeman. Batted .340 last season. And I know he started out cold, but guess what? That batting average is back up to .280, and he absolutely rakes for the Atlanta Braves. He is the undoubtedly best first baseman in baseball.
But last year was the only year in the OPS over 1,000 his entire career. It was a fluke season, 60-game season. Brandon Belt had a higher OPS than him last year. Is Brandon Belt the best first baseman in baseball? No, he's not. Vladdy is literally not going to have another year in his career without an OPS below 1,000.
If you want to look at...
He's improved his first game. His first year, he didn't have a home run for his first 20 games. His second year, again, not great. And this year, he's... again, close to the best first baseman in baseball and is the best first baseman. He's only getting better.
I mean, we got to talk about fielding, too. The value of fielding. I mean, Freddie Freeman is just a significantly better first baseman than Vladimir Guerrero in the field. I mean, Vladdy couldn't play third base, so we had to move to first. Like, Freddie Freeman also had the highest WRC plus last season in the 60-game season, which I think he would have kept going if it was a full season. I mean, he was the reason the Braves went to the semifinals.
I agree that Freddie Freeman has a better glove, but Vladdy's still learning the position. As you said, it's his first year playing first base. And at first base, the fielding at first base, you're looking for a power hitter at first base. And Vladdy is exactly what you're looking for in that.
Hey, man, just one of them's got an MVP.
Okay, now moving on to our next topic is, will Dame get traded from the Portland Trail Blazers?
I'll answer that one. Yes, he will get traded. I mean, does he want to be in Portland? No. Everyone knows he doesn't want to be in Portland. I mean, Portland's just wasting his career every single year. CJ McCollum is just absolutely blowing it for Damian Lillard to get far into the playoffs. Got it once, they got swept by Golden State. And you could blame it on Terry Stotts. You could. But it's just Portland, man. Damian Lillard just needs a new change of scenery, whether that's in LA, whether that's in New York, whether that's in Golden State. Anywhere other than Portland is where he needs to be.
I agree that should he be traded? Possibly. But will he be traded? Absolutely not. Portland loves Dame and Dame loves Portland. And whether Dame should leave Portland because he can't win, maybe he should. But what packages are they going to get? They're going to get, what, Kuzma and KCP? That's who the Lakers are going to trade for every single star in the past 3 years. Or they're going to get, what, like RJ Barrett or Wiggins and Wiseman? There's no real package out there that can be offered for Dame that Portland would really consider.
I mean, have you seen the James Harden package? Have you seen what was in that? One of the worst trade packages of all time. And where are those players? They're all hurt. They're all injured. They're all free agents. I mean, you have to look at this from Dame's perspective. He needs to win now. He's 31 years old. He's only getting older. And Portland's not a place where he's going to win. Why? Yes, he loves Portland. And Portland fans wouldn't blame him if he wants out. Because Portland hasn't loved him back as much as he loves Portland.
I agree, but you mentioned the Harden package and how it was a terrible package, which it was. But I think Portland's seeing that now and realizing, maybe just getting 1 year rental of Victor Oladipo and like 4 late first-round picks, maybe that's not going to work out so well for us if we trade Dame for Wiggins, Wiseman, and like 2 first-round picks. So again, I should Dame be traded if he wants to win? Probably, but will he? I don't think so.
I'm going to leave it at Dame to LA.
Now moving on to the NFL. Who do y'all believe is a better edge rusher? Myles Garrett or TJ Watt? We'll start with you, Sam.
I mean, this is such an easy answer. This guy's going to be the next Aaron Donald. He's a physical specimen. It's Myles Garrett. It's so easily Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett came into the league in a draft class full of stat quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, and he's proving that he is one of the he's arguably the second best player in that draft class, better than Deshaun Watson. But Myles Garrett is just a specimen unlike specimens. He is what Aaron Donald is, but as an edge rusher. He has that capability. Myles Garrett, if not for COVID, he would have had a much better season because he actually tested positive for COVID-19. But TJ Watt, I feel like, maxed out at his potential last year. I feel like that's the best season he will ever have in his career. It's hard to replicate that season. But Myles Garrett, I think every single season, he will get better, and he will be the next Aaron Donald-like player on defense.
I agree. Myles Garrett is a great player. He's a great edge rusher, and he probably is the second best player in that class. But what TJ Watt did last year was insane. 15 tackles, 23 tackles for loss. And not only does he get sacked, but he strips the ball from the quarterback. He's one of the best in the league at forcing fumbles on the quarterback, getting a strip sack and forcing turnovers and creating offense for an offense that, quite frankly, doesn't move the ball very well by itself. And TJ Watt is just, he creates so much pressure off the edge and just is the catalyst for that Pittsburgh defense, which was one of the best defenses in the league last year.
You also have to look at it that TJ Watt isn't getting double teamed like Myles Garrett is. Myles Garrett had no one else on the D-line. TJ Watt had Stephon Tuitt, Cameron Hayward. They're all great defensive players. The Browns, they had no one. I think this year's going to be different with the addition of Jadeveon Clowney, and I think Myles Garrett has Defensive Player of the Year contentions.
Maybe so does TJ Watt, though. TJ Watt was snubbed for Defensive Player of the Year last year. He should have won it. And I mean, Myles Garrett, again, I agree, he's getting better. But again, TJ Watt was at a level last year that we haven't really seen in a long time.
Okay. Well, that was PTI. I'm your host, Matias Shaw, and
I'm Sam Lanier.
I'm Kellan King.
thank you.